Um, there you go.
All right.
Something else to consider is having someone be a co-host that can mute people if their phone background is distracting.
Okay. That would be lovely. So, let me, since we're
You go to
learning
participants.
participants. Okay, cool. So, like, if I make you that, Debbie, since you're going to be the chat monitor anyway, do I
So
just
then
click on you?
you click the three dots on the side.
Gotcha. Make co-host.
Hmm.
You want? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. Just like that.
Yep.
Look at us. Okay, great. Well, so am I recording right now? Do you see? It does show that.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, well, let's get started then. Okay, so I want to welcome everybody tonight. I want to especially welcome all of our guests because you are the ladies of the night, and we are super excited. All of your consultants are thrilled that you are on because everybody's envious that they have a guest on tonight. It makes them feel very special that you are here to celebrate with them and to support them at whatever capacity it is. Some of you might be on just to support your consultant that you have absolutely no intention of joining Mary Kay, and that's great, and we welcome you. And then maybe there's some of you that your consultant has said, hey, I think this would be something really great for you. You really should consider it. She obviously sees something special in you, a quality of women that we like to introduce to the Mary Kay opportunity. So just open, listen to everything with an open heart, with an open mind. We're not going to ask you to sign on the dotted line or anything like that tonight. Tonight is just an informal night of some questions and answers. So we have a chat room that Debbie, wave Debbie, show everybody who you are. Debbie is going to be our chat monitor. So what I'd like for you to first thing to do is to enter your name and who you are the guest of in the chat. And then if you have any questions that just pop into your head randomly, just shoot those out and then Debbie will answer those questions as we go throughout our little event. Okay. So anyway, so welcome, welcome. My name is Brenda Cooney, and I have been in Mary Kay for 28 years. I will be the hostess of this night. So again, just sit back, have some fun. We are going to get to meet one of our special consultants here tonight who graciously agreed to be the person that I interview. And Barbara, go ahead and wave, Barbara. She doesn't even know the questions that I'm going to ask her because I wanted to be very casual and informative. So you all to know that we are just real people who happen to have found a home in Mary Kay and love what we do. So, Barbara, without further ado, are you ready, girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay, very good. First thing I would like for you to do, Barbara, is just to tell us a little bit about you, just briefly, how long you've been in Mary Kay, that kind of thing.
So I will be celebrating 15 years next month. And currently I do have a job. I am working one of the casinos and I just, that's me. I've been doing it for 15 years and I love it.
Awesome. I love that. Love your story. So tell me, Barbara, when Mary Kay found you 15 years ago, what were you doing? How did Mary Kay walk into your life?
So it's kind of a funny story, but I'll make it real short. I was working as a casino host up in Blackhawk, and I had a consultant, but I also had a teenage daughter, or daughter getting ready to be going through her teenage years, and I love the product. So I called her up and said, hey, I want to do this. And she said, oh, I'm not active. So I have a friend who does it, and I talked to her, and I sat down and she said, you need to pray about this because I'm not your consultant. I said, but my consultant isn't active. I can't even order from her right now. So she said, pray about it. Talk to my family. So I did. So I talked to my husband. I talked to a really good friend. We prayed about it. And I decided I want to do this. I want to get my product at cost. I want my daughter to have good skin. And I love the product. So I ended up signing with my good friend. And that's how I got started back into it. It's actually my second rodeo. My first rodeo was I got conned into it by another good friend who she's just like, please just join for me. And I said, okay. And I did it. And then for some reason I decided it was time not to do it anymore. But a few years later, here I am.
Yeah, so you're one of those people who obviously they saw a quality about you because you were pursued before, you considered it before, and just maybe the timing wasn't right. And then when the timing was right and you met the right person and that kind of thing, then you found that it was the right time, for you to join at that time. And you also mentioned something about that this isn't your first rodeo, that you have done this before. And
Right.
what's really cool about that we know is that, when life happens, if you need to let go of your Mary Kay, you can. This isn't something that they rope you around the neck and you have to stay in for the rest of your life. If life is happening and you need to take a step back, you can so do that without penalties or anything. Mary Kay will always welcome you back as many times as that might be. So another thing that you said that I think is so true is that you said you love the products and you wanted yourself and your daughter to be using great skincare. And that's what I always say to people is, if you love our products and you care about people, Mary Kay is a great place for you to land. And you just were a testimony to that. So I love that. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so if there was anything, what would have held you back from joining Mary Kay? What were some things that you were like, oh, I just don't know, and kind of, instilled some fear or some concern? What was going on inside of you?
So my biggest concern was being pushy. I didn't want to be pushy, so I didn't want to be that salesperson type person. And to be honest, when I first started, it was for personal use. So because people were commenting on my skin and Shelby's, I would tell them what I used, and they're like, "Oh, well, who can we call?" And I'd be like, me, And I really did not intend for it to be what I am today. I just was going to sell to a few people, just have good skin with me and my daughter, and that was it. But it sells itself, and it's a great bonding, and I've made great friends and reconnected with great friends too. So my biggest fear when I first started was being that pushy Mary Kay lady and not being able. I didn't want to. I didn't want to go out and be out there. I didn't have that comfort zone.
Yes.
I'm former military. I'm combat boots, BDUs. I'm not high heels and makeup. I was skincare. I mean, that's what Mary Kay was, skincare. So that's where I was. And I was like, oh, I can't do this. I can't sell this. I'm just going to use it. But it sells itself. It really does.
Yes. Oh, I love that. And I find that to be so true. And honestly, I tell people who are just like you, and the majority of people who come into Mary Kay are just like that. No, you don't want to be pushy. And I say, you know what? If you don't want to be pushy, you're not going to be pushy. Only pushy people are pushy people, right? So if you don't want to be pushy, you're not automatically going to transform to a pushy person.
Yeah.
So I love that about you, Barbara. And Mary Kay always said, that you treat others as if they're wearing a sign around their neck that says, make me feel important. And so that's exactly what you've done. And you were the walking billboard with your own, the skincare that you were using with your own face, with Shelby's face. And you are so right. It is so easy just to squirt a little product on a tray, say, put this on your face, wash that off your face. How's your face feel? And so it really is that easy. So I love that that's part of your story. So what today, and I know this could change every moment of the day, but what, like right now, do you love the most about your Mary Kay business?
Um, Honestly, what I love most about my Mary Kay business are my Pink Sisters. I love the camaraderie that we all have. I love being able to like text Debbie and say, hey, what do you suggest for this? Or I'm having a freaky month, and and it's not that we're whining to each other, but we're just trying to get some feedback, and we're there for each other. We can text each other and say, hey, can we meet? Because I'm having just kind of a funky day, and or just chat a little bit. I mean, I've done it with Nicole. Hey girl, how's it going? How's your week? She'll be like, how's yours? I'll be like, the same as yours, but hey, we're gonna get better. But I like it that they build us up. We build each other up and we encourage each other. And it's not always just about Mary Kay. We can get together and have a good time with each other and just be sisters, which is something
Yes,
I really
yes,
don't have.
yes. And like listening to you, I think about Shelby, who's now married, and has two kids, and baby showers that we have been to, things like that, that we really do support each other in life and death and joys and sorrows. And isn't it so fun? And this was one thing that it took me a while to believe, and that is how we support each other, how we cheer for each other, how there's no backstabbing because we're women,
Yeah.
right? And so women are, notoriously like chit chatty and, you know, but not in the Mary Kay world. And that's something that I was like, because my background is in healthcare, I was a nurse. And, you would think that a predominantly female profession would be like way supportive of each other. No, it's not that way with the nurses. So I was cautious when I came into Mary Kay for that reason. I thought, oh, women can be so catty. Mm, not a Mary Kay. And that's one of the
Yeah.
benefits, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love that. Okay. So at the beginning of your business, go back
Mhm.
15 years, share with me how the Mary Kay community and the training helped support you during that time. And then compare it to even like now. Are you still, relying on trainings or, it's been 15 years. Do you know it all?
Oh God, no, I don't know it all, especially since Mary Kay is constantly coming out with new products. And we have resources, we have our directors, we have Mary Kay in Touch, we have other groups that we can be a part of, that if you have questions or you don't know something, they're there to help you. And the one thing I love the most, and I've done this, I know you ladies have too, we can call corporate and ask questions. I have done that many times. I've been on the phone for half an hour saying, well, why? What makes it different than this and that? And even back 15 years ago, when we didn't have all the technology that we have today, we still had our directors and we had our meetings and we had our training and we had In Touch that we can go on and still pull resources from and learn from it. And that is the one thing that I still cherish to this day, that if I don't know something, I know I can reach out to my directors or my sisters or corporate. The people at corporate are amazing. They're not like regular corporate people that are snooty and snobby and going, I'm getting paid to just sit here. They're there to help you. And I mean, there's so many times they're like, I'm so sad. They're like, don't be sorry. No, this is what you need. This is what you can do. But the resources out there are even better than they were, but they're still, back then were great, because it's a community that we all have, that we can be together and nobody judges. It's like, there's been a couple of times where I'll be like, okay, I'm having a brain fart. Can somebody help me with this? And they just answer the question. They don't judge. They don't go, really? You're going to ask
Right.
that? But that's what I love. It's community and we can still learn from each other. So
Yes, yes. And there's a saying in Mary Kay that we share is you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. And so in our little world here, we call ourselves the Pink Army. We're the Pink Army Strong is what we are, because we are always supporting each other in whatever capacity that might be. Sometimes it's technology things that we need, and sometimes it's just an extra ear to listen, and sometimes it's get out the pom poms, let's celebrate. So it's all of that, right? Pink
yeah.
Army Strong. So I love that. Very good, very good. Okay, um, if you let's see. Oh, what is one of the greatest things that you have taken away from being in Mary Kay? It's a learning or anything. What have you taken away from being in Mary Kay?
Um, the fear factor, getting over the fear of the no's and being judged. Because, like you said, as women can be catty, and I don't feel like I'm being judged anymore when I mention what I do. And so I think that is the biggest thing that I've overcome with my Mary Kay. And the fear, it's oh, it's a no, yay. We cherish no's, and then we party when we get a yes. So it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
love that. I
So
love that. And I know, just because I know you personally, that a big word for you last year was courage. And I believe that you really had many moments last year of coming into, growing into that word of courage. And because I saw that, and so good for you. for that. So just sharing, supporting what you just said about the no's, letting you learn how to let the no's run off your back, because nobody likes to get a no. Nobody likes to be rejected, you know? So we just support each other with that, and we turn it around into a positive, like you said, you know, no, that's okay, because that means that the yes is that much closer. So it's all up here in how we accept things and learn how to work with them. So I love that. Okay. If you could give younger Barb some advice, what would you give younger Barb 15 years ago?
15. If I could give myself some advice, so my advice would be to just do it sooner rather than later. Follow your dreams, and don't worry about the results. Just do it and go for it. Don't wait 10 years to decide, oh, it's time to put on a red jacket or a director suit.
Right.
Do it soon. Get it done and over with.
Get it done. Get it done. I love that. So had you never tried Mary Kay in the past, how do you think your life would be different?
So I think, because like I said, this is my second rodeo. If I would have known back then, if I would have done the things that I should have back then, I would have been, I honestly feel I would be wearing the same suit as you by now. But back then I think I was just there. I wanted the product. You know, I went to a few meetings. I didn't understand. I didn't know what a red jacket was. And I don't know if it was, I just wasn't paying attention. I just didn't really care, or what it was. But now I look back, and I've said that many times. I wish I would have known then what I know now. I wish I would have been in this group
Mm-hmm.
then, because I think my career would have been a whole lot different. I had support back then, but it wasn't the same as I do now. And I had an amazing director, Kelly Buller Johnson, but I don't think I let myself understand what a great opportunity that this business really is back then.
Yeah.
I was just, oh, look at, I got eyeshadow on, type
Yeah.
thing. And then I wash it off because I didn't really know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally would have done things a whole lot different.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I am blessed and honored that I am in the group that I'm in with right now, because I have learned so much. I have met some amazing women, and I've grown a lot. And I wear high heels. I would never have done that without you ladies. So yeah. I have to say that I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Yes.
With you ladies. I am definitely where I'm supposed to be.
Yes. And I'm going to I'm going to reiterate something that you shared and challenge you with it, okay? So you would tell yourself your advice to 15 years ago, you would say, do it more quickly, right? Well, if you fast forward 5 years from now, what are you saying to yourself now? But do it quickly. So it's all relative. You are in the same place right now, Barbara, whether you joined 15 years ago or you're joining right now. The advice to yourself is do it quickly, do it sooner.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving that right back to you, girl, is let's do it sooner. And it meaning let's get you where you want to go. Okay.
Yeah.
And that leads into my next question is, what are your goals? Where do you see yourself? What are you wanting out of your Mary Kay business?
I want to be a director. I want to do Mary Kay full time. I want to be able to have the freedom to, like, when my mom calls and says, "Hey, can you come down? I just need to talk to somebody." I can do that. I really want to be in business for myself, but not by myself.
Right. So, right.
Well,
my last question for you, and I think it's kind of a fun one, is I want you to share, what have you used some of your earnings to buy?
Oh gosh. A road trip to Kentucky. I have bought Christmas presents. I have taken my husband out to nice restaurants, and Wow, there's just so much because there'll be times I'll be doing something and I'll pull out my Mary Kay card and say thank you Mary Kay
Yeah.
and just buy it. But I think the memories are the best. The Kentucky road trip when we all went to Kentucky and Scotty and I drove, and that was all paid for with Mary Kay. Um, all my Mary Kay trips are paid for with my Mary Kay.
Love
So,
it. Mm.
like I said, it's the memories that
Yeah.
I've purchased are the best.
I love that. And that kind of goes back to one of my previous questions is, like, what would be different had you never joined Mary Kay? And who knows? Maybe you wouldn't have gone on that road trip. Maybe the money that you earned, really did make that memory happen. And the different gifts that you had extra money for, or the going out to the, dinner with Scotty and all those kind of things. I just think that's a really cool thing just to hear. What do you use your money for? Some big things and little things and everything in between. So anyway, well, Barbara, thank you so much for your transparency. I hope that was really kind of fun for you and reflective for you. And I just really appreciate you being so honest. And there are no secrets in Mary Kay. So I that's why I knew that I could just ask you anything and that you would be open and willing to share because that's just who we are. So anyway, so to all of our guests, we're going to transition to just a little bit of how we make our money in Mary Kay. And it's really quite simple. We make it by selling the product. We make it by, there's another avenue of income with earning a car, earning a free car. You probably have heard of the Mary Kay Pink Cadillac. And then the third level is by leadership, by sponsoring people into Mary Kay. So you know that when we sell our product, we make 50% off of everything that we sell. Super easy. And then as far as cars go, Mary Kay pays for the majority of your car insurance, your taxes, license, registration. If by chance you are already driving your dream car, whatever that might be, Mary Kay will offer you cash compensation instead. So depending on what level of car, there's 3 different levels. You could take home an extra 425 a month, another 500 a month, or even a $900 payment every month if you chose not to take the vehicle. So it truly is an income, and that's why we include that in that. And then as we move up and they start venturing out and welcoming guests like you, if you wanted to join our team, Mary Kay basically pays us for finding sharp women like you. And we get them in the form of commission checks based on orders that are placed by the people on our team. And those commissions are paid directly from Mary Kay's profits. So nothing ever comes out of your pocket. It's all equal. And we call them love checks because we love to get them. So that's basically, in a very easy nutshell, how we make our money is those 3 different avenues. Okay. What I'd like to share is a little acronym of Mary Kay. So if you happen to have a pen and paper handy, I'm going to share with you what the M stands for. Okay. So M stands for, of course, the money. And most people, most women come into Mary Kay to make money. Let's be real. Okay. We want to make money. And you can make money by selling the product, but I also look at it as that you are making money by saving money. So just like Barbara shared, she came in to buy her products for herself and her daughter and anybody in her family. And that was a way for her to save money, which was making money for their family budget. The next letter is the A, and that stands for advancement. Advancement is that you can move up the career path as quickly as you so choose. There are no quotas in Mary Kay, so you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. Mary Kay Ash herself was a very wise woman, and she knows that women are smart. We understand that if we work our business, we're going to make money. And if we choose not to work our business, we're not. But we have the control over that of how much or how little that we want to work our business. So that's the A is for advancement. R in Mary Kay is for recognition. And we are recognized for a job well done. Mary Kay dangles beautiful carrots of jewelry or all kinds of different things that we can earn for our family. Sometimes we can even get things for our home that the list is endless actually, because we get to pick and choose off of a huge list of things. So, but even the non-tangibles, the recognition of celebrating with a pom-pom, celebrating with some really fun things that we do. It's Mary Kay always said that a woman will do more for recognition than she would do for money. Because in the end, like nobody applauds you for cleaning the toilet well, right? Nobody cares. Nobody cares that you did the dishes. Nobody gives a rip. But in the Mary Kay we applaud each other just for being here, just for jumping on tonight. So anyway, that's the recognition part. Why is you? YOU. You are your own boss. So you call the shots. When you work, how much you work. And that's a blessing and a curse, you guys, right? Because we choose how much we work. Well, we also like to play. So I say work hard, play hard, but find that balance. You get to pick and choose when you're going to work hard. So you plan your weekly plan sheet based on the things that are most important to you. And we will teach you how to do that. Put your family, Mary Kay says, put your God first, put your family second, and your career third. And that's how you plan your week. So you enter the things that are most important to you, and then you just sprinkle Mary Kay in wherever you would like. So that's the why. The K stands for knowledge. Knowledge. Oh my goodness. We have so much training tools at our fingertips, especially since the computers came around and the internet. So you will never be without. There will be so much abundance of training that we're going to say to you, you know what? Let's just follow one thing until successful because there's so much abundance. And Mary Kay always said that if you have an idea and I have an idea and we share that idea, that we both have two. And that's the culture of Mary Kay. And that's how we help each other out as well. The next A is for advantages, and these are tax advantages. Okay, this is a hidden income that people are looking for nowadays. They need some extra write-offs. So financial advisors are recommending get a side hustle, do a direct sale so you can write off a portion of your mortgage, of your cell phone bill, of your electricity bill. So all these things are awesome tax advantages that will come back to you at the end of the year. And then the last Y, I like to just say it's yay, yay for you, yay for you for the girlfriend time, the becoming a part of our Mary Kay family, if you so chose to be a part of this, because the sisterhood really is deep. It is very much real, and it was something that it was almost like too good to be true for me. I had a hard time believing it. But finally, I just surrendered and go, these women in Mary Kay are just extra special. So I love all of you guys that are here tonight. So that's the acronym for Mary Kay. So there's two different ways that you can join Mary Kay. You can come in for $30 if you would like. This is what we call like our virtual package. It is exclusively digital. So you will get your own personal website for customers to log into. You will also receive a credit card processing availability through ProPay. So when your customers go online, they can place an order and they can use that ProPay to pay immediately. Okay. Plus, you get all the resources through Mary Kay's digital resources and all of the training. And of course, that will latch into the community of Mary Kay. The next one is the $130 package, and that includes everything that we just talked about, plus $400 plus more products, like full retail size products that you can be ready to go into business immediately of getting product on people's faces. Trays and mirrors, and those of you who've been facialed before by your consultant, you've seen all these little supplies, all the little applicators, the catalogs, the sales tickets, the little profile cards, the flip chart, everything that you need to start your business. You are provided with everything that you need to facial at least 30 women, and it's actually more than that, in my opinion. So that's $130 plus shipping and tax with that. Okay. So that's really all that there is to it. Your consultant can send you an online agreement and you can process it, that way. And you could become a consultant within minutes. It's just like your typical information of phone number and address and social security number, that kind of thing. And then you're good to go and you're involved with Mary Kay right away. So one thing I like to offer during this time is I'm so excited. I believe that every educated woman can make a decision within 24 to 48 hours. Once you hear all this information, I don't want you stewing about this. I want you to think about it. Barbara needed to pray about it. I really believe that if this is something that you want to do, that you're going to feel it in your heart. You're going to feel it in your gut. And if you're feeling, no, that's not for me, well, that's okay. That's a decision. Okay. And on the other hand, if you're feeling it in your gut, you're feeling it in your heart, or if you might wake up in the morning with what we call a pink over, you wake up thinking about Mary Kay, thinking about, I wonder how I get customers. I wonder how that works. I wonder how that works. And you start coming up with questions of the I wonders what's, that's a pink over. That means that you're like kind of curious about that, okay? And I just encourage you to look at the person that invited you here tonight. Do you trust Barbara? Do you trust Judy? Did you trust Debbie? What is their character? What are they like? Would they ever introduce you to something that would cause you harm or take a risk of ruining your friendship? No, they would never do that. And I personally, my daughter is on my team. Okay. Um, Barbara's daughter, Shelby, is part of her team. As a mother, you would never welcome your children into something that would harm them. So take that to heart as you're thinking about this. If your gut or your heart is kind of like intrigued by this and you're like, maybe, then I just say jump in. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. No quotas, no territories. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to do anything. Okay. So I just say go for it. So that being said, I believe that an educated woman, which now you are, can make a decision within 24 to 48 hours. If you do that and you decide that, yes, this Mary Kay thing is for me, I personally am going to reward you with a full size charcoal mask. And hopefully you've all tried this by now. But I want to include that in your starter kit because it is something that I show all of my customers. And it's a moment of laughter and joy and fun and aha moments with their skin that I believe that you need that in your starter kit. So I'm investing in you, $25 charcoal mask right off the top. And I'm also going to gift you with your Mary Kay pin, as well as a sticker for your car that says Enriching Women's Lives, Mary Kay. Because I want you to feel the mission of Mary Kay is to enrich women's lives. So if you so choose within the next 24 to 48 hours to become one of us, become one of our pink sisters, then I will gift you with that. Okay. Now, I'm going to have your consultant follow up with you. Okay, I'm asking permission right now. Is it okay if your consultant follows up with you within 24 to 48 hours? And I'm assuming that you're all saying yes. And when, if by chance you respond to her first, like if you call Debbie before she calls you, Debbie's going to have a gift for you. Okay, so beat her to the punch with your decision. Okay. So this is really fun. We are offering all kinds of ways for you to win. Number one, you are all going to be put in a drawing for a cash giveaway. That the cash is going to be we're going to spin the wheel on February 23rd. And we will let you know if you're the winner. And if you're the winner, then your consultant is a winner as well. So you're in a drawing for that. Number two, you decide to join Mary Kay. You're getting a free charcoal mask, Mary Kay pin, sticker for your cart. Number three, you reach out to your consultant before she reaches out to you for your decision, and she's going to have a gift for you too. So lots of ways to appreciate you and to thank you for being on here tonight. So if by chance you already know that this is something that you're like, no, I would rather sell pencils on the corner before I would ever sell Mary Kay, that's okay. We need customers to support us as well. So we totally appreciate you doing that. And now that you are a little bit more educated about the Mary Kay opportunity, just keep it in the back of your mind because there are women out there looking for exactly what we have. There are women out there looking for more financial freedom. In this economy, it's rough out there. You know, look at the cost of eggs. That's my fixation is how much eggs are costing. So just look at this. And everybody is struggling with that right now. And I believe even more than financial desires and needs is that I believe that now women are craving sisterhood and community. So if you know of anybody who's struggling in either one or possibly both of those areas, needs a little extra cash, and could really benefit from a great positive girlfriend group of people, then just share that with them. If you'd be so kind, help your consultant by just referring somebody to you. And if that person ends up, listening to this and ends up joining Mary Kay, I know that all the consultants have a referral program as well to reward you graciously for helping her reach her goal. So without further ado, we're going to end this night. Barbara, thank you so much for again sharing your story. Debbie, thank you for being the mostest in the chat group there. I appreciate that. And I wish you all a wonderful night. So thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye. Okay. Let me find the recording thing here. Where do I stop the recording, Debbie?
Is it the top left?
Recording, yes.